I'm gonna make it very straightforward. The thing is, I see a lot of people looking for motivation. I see a lot of people looking for motivation, and the worst part about that is they will literally procrastinate. They will procrastinate doing that thing until they get that little bit of energy to actually go and get that thing done. Motivation is great, it's obviously great, but we all know it's a very temporary thing that you get for a little while, a little while that gets you, you look forward to doing that thing, and then eventually it'll fade off. It's almost like, a little boost that you get. It's like, when you're going to the gym, you take pre-workout, it lasts for a while. It's literally like that. You get that little bit of motivation for a while, and then eventually it'll fade off. It will not always be there. And when it's not there anymore, there are two kinds of people. One who will continue to do the things even without all that motivation, and then the people who will stop doing that thing because that initial burst of motivation, that little bit of boost that they had, is gone now. So they're going to stop doing it. The only difference, between the people who actually rely on motivation and the people who don't rely on it is what is actually your motivation. That's the most important thing. The people who continue to do these things without that motivation, I'm sick of saying motivation, but you get my point. They have a big enough reason to actually go and get that thing done. But the other set of people, they don't their reasonings are not big enough. For example, you want to go and get something done, you need to have a big enough why, a real reason as to why you want to achieve that. And if that why is strong enough, it doesn't matter if you have motivation or not, you're going to go and do that thing. But if that why is not strong enough, and you perhaps are doing it for the sake of other people, or it's a very small matter, then you're just not going to stick to it. It's not enough of a reason for you to go and put in effort on a consistent basis. How badly you need that specific thing is always going to determine how hard you work towards it, how consistent you are towards it just purely is based off of how bad you actually want it. I personally think motivation, discipline, all these things, it sounds nice on the internet. People will say it, yeah, you get the views, that's cool. But if you actually want something, like, do you really want it, and why do you want it? That is the only thing that's going to determine if you're going to get it or not how much motivation, how much discipline you have. So if you're on YouTube freaking looking for how to get motivation every day, if you're looking for those kind of videos, then forget that, because you're not going to get the motivation. You need to realize that whatever you want, you don't want it bad enough. That's the truth. Accept it. Accept it. There's nothing else to say. If you're still looking for excuses and stuff like that, and you're looking for a little bit of a boost here and there to go and get your stuff done, forget it. You just don't want it bad enough, and that's the truth. Accept it. I don't know what else you're going to do, but don't waste your time looking for motivation. You're not going to look for you're not going to find motivation. It'll come here and there time to time, but the biggest motivation anyone can have is why they want to do that thing. Why what they want out of doing that task is their biggest motivation.